do me a favor. Go ahead on and hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell all the way up top. Also, please participate in the $5 challenge. It helps me stay independent. Also, to merchandise, please donate to the channel for the merch. It helps build the brand. And if you can as well, follow me on all my platforms. Enough of this. Let's get into it. So, before I start, again, I want to say rest in peace to the people that lost their lives and to the families that are hurt because of this tragedy that was very awful, very screwed up, very messed up to happen in Boulder, Colorado. If you don't know where Boulder, Colorado is like, I think it's like maybe 20 minutes or 30 outside of Denver, Colorado. Either way it goes, mainstream media painted a picture of a white man that was running out here that precisely killed 10 people. It was so painted by the liberal media that he was white without getting all the facts. You had Kamala Harris' niece, Mina Harris, tweeting despicable things about it being a white dude. You know, going down that liberal rabbit hole, trying to say, yeah, it was so sad that all white people were disgustingly bad. But things looked at way different all of a sudden when the facts came out that this was a Syrian guy. You could tell by the name that he wasn't white. The Ali, I can't pronounce it, and I'm not gonna butcher the guy's name, but he is Syrian. Now, as soon as that came out, all of a sudden the media changed his stance. When I say he changed his stance, all of a sudden they didn't want to run the story as hard as they was. You know, it kind of cooled off for a minute. And then you had President Biden talking about all of a sudden he wants to do more gun control. He even had pondering signing an executive order about banning assault weapons. Now, I always thought that ARs was considered assault weapons, assault rifles or whatever, or what AR stands for, but it's not that. It stands for something else. I've been educated now. I've never said I was the smartest guy in the room. Shout out to uh, Anthony Bryan Logan. Check out his YouTube. That dude will educate you on some realness. And Brandon Tatum, very big fan of theirs. Y'all should support their channels. If you definitely like my channel, you'll definitely like, or you like their channel already, you definitely like my brand of material as well. It's basically in the same running, just mine's just a little bit more, I'm a little bit more aggressive. Something like a Jericho Green aggressive. Just I'm on a live feed. Anyway, all of a sudden, when that came out, that's the narrative they're pushing. Okay, guys, well, we want to ban assault rifles. There's a problem. Well, first and foremost, mass shootings is not dealt with by just white people. See, this is where the statistics get screwed up. Everybody wants to blame white people for the problem. And this is where I get a little bit very into my feelings because I know the facts. I'm in fact business, okay? I'm not into what they call that. Be cool today, I will. Oh, I am, bet I am. I'm in the facts, okay? And the fact of the matter is, and y'all know that I keep it 3,000. Mass murders are committed by people of my color, black people. Yes, I know any black people that follow me that are liberals. that wants to be trolls. I'm about to hurt your feelings again, so get your trolls out. But at the end of the day, it's against other black people. And it's not just with assault rifles. They use handguns most of the time. Yeah, I said it, a handgun. You can see it statistically. So, putting restrictions and banning assault rifles is not going to solve the problem. If you got someone who's got mental health issues, okay, and not getting the right help, people seeing the signs, because y'all say now that mental health is prevented by seeing the signs. Guess what? If they can't get that assault rifle, they're going to find something else, a handgun, knife, whatever they got to do to act out their delusional fantasies. But no one talks about this because we do not have enough mental health in America right now. We see it all the time. Look at our veterans out in the street, the homeless, even everyday people. And a lot of us are still not educated as Americans about mental health. So this is not a gun issue because, see, it's not the gun that loaded itself and shot these amount of people. The gun is just a tool. This was the individual. The individual is the one that did this. I think our solution should be is that if anybody, like what y'all said, him being a loner, he had aggressive problems. Our solution should be if you have any kind of mental health, issues, and it's documented, God forbid, all 50 states should be involved in this. You should not have any access of a gun through sale because this dude did purchase guns. That's the number one. And number two, no matter if your doctor say you're cured, I don't give a shit. You don't need to have a gun because you have that mental issue. Number three, we need to get people more educated on how to spot mental illness before it gets out of hand. This guy was a loner. And you got to remember, too, we got a lot of families that do not believe in mental health. If you don't believe me, look at the black community. We have always been taught that going to a shrink makes you seem like you're fucking retarded. I'm being real. Y'all seen it. Y'all have heard it. If you've been around anybody of color that's from the hood and they got any kind of bipolar issues, snapping, whatever, they have been programmed by their family most of the time. Even I was. You don't need to see no doctor. It's all in your head. They love to say that. Well, when I got into the military, that's when I learned, when I went through what I went through, that I had to get medicine because I'm bipolar. I'm depressive. I have to take my meds. If I don't, I can't function correctly. And I'm glad that I took the step to do that. And I talked to someone about my problems. That is another thing that is going on in America. That is the real issue. A lot of that to do with the mental health situation. Instead of us spending $86 million on immigrants to come into the country so Democrats can have the fucking upper hand of the vote, which I hope these same people they paying for turn around and get some conservatism in their life and start to respect the culture, which I don't know how that's going to be, but that's just wishful thinking. Spend on trying to educate others about mental health. Because most of these mass shooters that do stuff like this in malls and stuff like that, no matter what race they are, not in a public area like that, shooting random people with no motive, has a mental condition. Now, let's get back to the fact at hand about the mass shooters that a mainstream media never talks about when it comes to the African American society. That's right, the Black American society. Excuse me, people of color. Let me put it in a liberal term so they can get the message too. We still have an issue, especially in Chicago and these major cities, where these young cats get these guns and act the damn fool. And I mean act the fool, they spraying everybody up. No one talks about the solution about that. Nobody talks about what can we do to tell little Jamal in his game on shooting it out in the neighborhood where you can kill somebody's kid randomly or whatever trying to get to your op instead of talking it out. Or if you don't want to talk it out, let's do harder sentences to make people understand that it ain't going down in our city. Chicago, I think they said they got like a 10% or less than 10% solving a murder crime the first year it's done. Think about that. That means they got so many murders unsolved on their desk that it's a chance that if anybody you know or love, your family member in that city gets killed by random gang violence or random violence, your case is probably going to be a cold case. But again, we don't talk about that issue. And I hate to say it, but the liberal media is going to exploit the victims here out of Boulder, Colorado. They're going to try to paint it like this guy has no accountability for his actions. It was the assault rifle that he used, when that's clearly not the case. And it's sad. Now, are there going to be more mass shootings? Probably so, unfortunately, because our economy, our economy in certain places are slowly back and is opening up. People are depressed, stressed. I ain't talking to nobody about what happened during quarantine. You got people that are divorcing. You got people that are just doing crazy shit out of frustration for being in a fucking house for almost a damn year, well, actually over a year. The job loss, things of that nature. So what should we be focusing on? We should be promoting mental health to help these people before they go out into society now and do more drastic shit. But we're not going to do that because that's not the narrative right now. That is not the agenda for the people in control. Now they're talking about getting rid of the filibuster. Yeah. For the people on the gun, if they will feel safe. Said, yeah, the whole situation is sad, JB. And JB, I hope you follow me too, man. On follow me on my YouTube as well. I don't know what platform of mine you're talking to me on, but follow me on my YouTube, Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network. So that way, you can definitely be a part of this conversation anytime I come up with talking about these issues. But you're right. I mean, it is a sad situation because now citizens can't arm themselves properly. You got people like me that are Second Amendment supporters have to defend my stance to people that don't even know anything about the Second Amendment, or they do know about the Second Amendment, but in their mind, they don't need a gun. To me, the gun is supposed to be a tool used to defend yourself. That's like if somebody commit a crime with nothing but hammers. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you are, JB. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, brother. I'm on Haps too. So we both gonna be good. I definitely gonna be linking up with you a lot. I mean, that's the thing. And nobody wants to talk about these issues appropriately because y'all liberals are doing too much. Y'all trying to take away people's Second Amendment right to legally, that have a sound mind, get an assault rifle. Y'all already talked about the funding of the police, and most of these state and local areas have already done that, taking off funding off the table. That's why their crime rate is so high. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Well, Periscope is about to be shut down next week, so you might as well get used to Haps, because they said that anybody else that goes on Periscope, you're not going to be able to broadcast. I think they're just going to make it where you can just play videos. I think yeah. So if you on Periscope, that's how it's going to happen. I don't know I don't know how Twitter's going to know what we're doing. But anyway, I mean, this is a sad situation. I never thought that I would ever live to see where they're trying to take our right to own weapons because nobody wants to step up and solve the problem in a legitimate, logical fashion. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. This is just crazy. Very insane. I mean, it really is. I mean, we already got tough gun laws as it is in a lot of these places. A lot of these places got tough gun laws. I just think that mental health is what we need to really focus on. If we really want to get our Americans taken care of the right way and stop some of this violence, we got to do mental health. That's on that end for the random. Now, in the hood, I already told y'all my stance on that. We need more programs. Speaking of programs, not getting off subject, there's a guy that was on Roland Martin named King Randall in my state. In fact, in my region, South Georgia. This dude has opened a school, did it on his own, him and a group of people. They saved their money and they invested in the school. They didn't ask the government for help. They did it on their own. But yet, you got people like Roland Martin, these gatekeepers, that keep screaming, wait a minute, you need that government now. You need the government on everything. And you need to vote. You need to vote Democrat. That's all he said in the whole argument, which is sad. But this is the world we live in. We have everybody that are at a standstill trying to figure out what has happened in the last 100 days. But this is just one of those things. I will keep reporting on how it's going to go. Hopefully, I don't know what this executive order that Grandpa Biden is thinking about signing about this assault rifle ban. I will keep y'all posted. I'm going to be watching this. I got to work today, so I can't just jump in and do a news break like I could yesterday if it was my day off. But I'm going to definitely report on it if it comes out that he signed some kind of executive order. I don't know what stupid shit they're going to do next. I don't know, JB. I think Twitter Live I think it's gonna be good. You gotta remember, if you're a guy that's already got a following of 2,000 people or at least 1,000, let's say for instance you got like 500 followers. That's kind of like the average, couple of hundred. If you do a streaming broadcast on Twitter and people actually like it, looks at it, share it, I think there's a good chance that Twitter will probably go in the next couple of months to start trying to figure out a way to get you monetized. Because that's where it's going, bro. I mean, influencers like myself and others, if you're popular and, and like yourself too, if you're popular and you know how to speak to the masses, they're trying to award you. Except for TikTok. TikTok is straight liberal. This is a Chinese-run company. Anytime you say anything about their asses, they straight shut your monetization off. Mine is shut down. I can't even monetize. I got over almost 14,000 followers on TikTok. Can't even monetize. Ain't that some shit? 14,000. I have my average video gets about over 10,000 views. Nope, can't monetize it. But it's cool. It's life, man. Yeah. If you're a conservative in America right now, it's fuck you. But if you're a racist liberal, that's all a part of that dissing the white guy narrative, oh man, you're the best thing since wheat bread. But anyway, if y'all like what I got going on, if you follow me on Hap, if you see me on Hap this morning and see my show, go ahead on and follow. If you follow me on Facebook, because I get people now support me on Facebook on Joe's News and Views, you need to follow me over there. I'm for real. Follow me on Joel's News and Views on Facebook. They ain't shut it down yet. I guess because Facebook probably like, oh hell, he ain't a threat right now. We'll see when I get to the 1,000 mark. But follow me over there. Also follow me too on YouTube, Joel Davis Media Network. Joel Davis Media Network. And just share my content, man. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you, JB, your Renaissance. I appreciate you. And I will have more to come for you guys. I love you guys. Take care of yourself, and please take care of each other. And again, rest in peace to the families that lost their lives, okay, in Boulder, Colorado. Because God knows they need it right now. They need y'all to definitely say a prayer for them if you believe in prayer. And to just, yeah, man, they just need all the support they can get. That's all I got. Be easy.